Ayan. So, once again guys, good evening sa inyong lahat. Once again, thank you for joining me today dito sa ating weekend stock review where we discuss yung fundamentals and technical aspect ng mga stocks na paborito ninyo or yung mga requested ninyo. And then, we'll try to give some ideas kung paano nga ba pwede silang i-trade and kung ano yung mga pwedeng i-watch list. No? So, mapag-uusapan natin lahat yon. Okay? So, as you can see dito sa ating ano ngayon, wala lang. I just try to be relevant. No? As we all know, yung nangyaring issue with Liza, with Converge, and PLDT. So, medyo nakakatawa lang that it has to happen. But wala, ganun talaga. Liza is a celebrity, so syempre, there is always a bias. No? Anyways, let's move on just to save some time. Okay. So, as the usual, I am seeing some familiar faces, familiar names sa comment box, and I can see some new people then. So, just a quick recap, yung format natin is divided into two. We have the fundamental and the technical analysis. On the fundamental, we talk about the news, kung ano yung mga catalyst, kung ano yung mga pwedeng antabayanan or yung mga past na nangyari na we think still contributes to the the movement of the stock. Okay? And then at the same time, we will also try to review the earnings. No? Although halos lahat nakapaglabas na rin ng earnings report nila for Q2 or first half, then we'll just try to review them as we go along. Okay? And then for the technical, so on the technical analysis, we look at the trend. If it's uptrend, consolidation, or downtrend. And then from that, we try to identify if meron ba tayong makikitang pattern. Okay? And then the second part of the technical is of course the guidance. Dito sa guidance, we talk about if you are a holder or entry. Sa holder, if may hawak kang stock, ano yung pwede mong gawin? If entry ka naman is kung halimbawang nag-ano ka pa lang, nag-isip ka pa lang na pumasok dun sa stock and you're trying to look for a good entry price. Ayan. So, we'll try to look into that as well. Okay? Now, don't worry in case na you are not able to complete the whole session today. This is an 8 to 10 p.m. na session for the live weekend stock review. So don't worry about that. A recording with a timestamp will be posted in our YouTube channel. So if you guys can help me out, subscribe to our YouTube channel para kung sakali man mabalikan ninyo siya. Ayan, pinost ko na siya dun sa comment box natin so that madali nyo siyang mahanap. Okay, so for those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. That really helps us a lot. Okay, next. Just as always, this is just a disclaimer. Everything that we will talk about here sa mga discussions are for research purposes only. Okay? Kayo pa rin yung pipindot ng buy or sell button. So make sure na pag-isipan mabuti every time na papasok kayo sa isang position. Papasok or lalabas. Okay? So, ayan. And then, lastly, I think this is something very, very, very important that I'd like to share to everyone. Okay? Dito, on this type of session, we don't predict, we react. Okay? Ang ibig kong sabihin dito, we don't know, hindi ko alam kung ano ang mangyayari sa future, hindi ko alam kung lilipad ba ang isang stock o hindi, babagsak ba siya or hindi. Wala pong nakakaalam nun. Okay? Ang sinishare ko lang dito is on how I will be reacting in case I was given a particular scenario. Okay? So, reaction tayo, not predicting. If someone tells you that they can predict what the stock can do in 1 week, 2 weeks, 10 years from now, then pakiusap, pakibatukan, dahil malamang sa malamang, misayad na yon. Okay? So, ayun, we are always reacting. Okay? Magre-react lang tayo sa kung ano man ang ibibigay sa atin ng market. And that's why we have the guidance, no? Sabi ko kanina, di ba? Holder or entry. So that's why nandoon yon, because what I'm trying to show you guys is we can only react to the market. Okay? So having said that, let's start. Teka nga. Okay. So, saan na yung ano ko? Ayan. Okay. So, asan na yung ito. Okay. Let's start with MAC. Okay. Some news about MAC, medyo hindi maganda. Simply because Philippine Airlines, one of MAC's major partner, is trying to renegotiate a 15 to 20% reduction doon sa contracts nila, doon sa aviation contracts. No? Simply because medyo malaki ang effect nung COVID-19 sa Philippine Airlines, and of course, as a company, they wanted to, syempre, mabawasan din yung expenses nila. And that's why they're trying to renegotiate, okay, some contracts with MAC. So this is something that PAL has to do, while CMAC naman, this is something that they have to think about if they can accommodate kung ano man sasabihin ni Philippine Airlines. Okay? So this is not a good news. However, this can be a potential trend. Okay, in terms of the news. Kasi if PAL does this one, remember, MAC is not only partnering with PAL, they're also partnering with other airlines. No, not AirAsia. Not Cebu Pacific, but AirAsia. Okay, kasi I believe Cebu Pacific has its own may sarili silang group, which is yung kalaban ng MAC. Okay, if PAL becomes successful on this one, then most likely other companies like AirAsia will also do the same. So that's why MAC really has to think about this one. Okay. Also, on the news, if you remember, MAC and a Chinese firm is working on the Sangli Airport project. Okay, so they're trying to ask Cavite government for a fresh extension to complete their post qualification requirement for the Sangli Airport project. So this is still pending kina Rimulya, yung local government ng Cavite, to approve. Okay, so hopefully they could continue. On the technical side naman ni MAC, we can see na the stock is doing a consolidation. Okay? It started consolidation way back nung March pa up until now. No? Let me try to expand this one. Ayan. Okay? So, as we can see, halos talagang nasa kalagitnaan siya ng range natin at 3.38 hanggang 707. No? And right now, it is trading at 4.67. Okay? At this time, si MAC medyo, I would say, one of the boring stocks simply because nasa kalagitnaan siya ng range. Okay? But then again, this is one thing that I'd like to point out, na consolidation is not really a bad news. This is actually a good news. Okay? It's a good news dahil the longer the consolidation, the better the next trend will be. Okay? Yung next trend, yun nga lang, doon tayo maghihintay if it's an uptrend or a downtrend. No? So hopefully it's an uptrend dahil I think for MAC, for MWide, for SEB, sa mga aviation-related na companies, I think na price in na yung total risk ng market, and hopefully hindi na magtuloy-tuloy itong ECQ natin. So that means more flexibility doon sa movement ng tao, and that contributes to the tourism industry. Okay? So, ayan. For MAC, wala akong masyado nakikita dito. Although 5 pesos is still remains as its immediate resistance. If may hawak akong MAC, most likely I'll just wait kung anong gagawin nito. And then I'll set my cut loss point at around 4 pesos. Okay? And then target is either 5 or 594. Okay, so 5 or 594, this one here. Okay, so that's my take on MAC. Next, AREIT. Okay, so quickly lang with AREIT, as I always mention or as I always tell you guys dito sa webinar, dito sa at least yung view ko with AREIT, let's not trade this one, or at least I'm not trading this one as a common stock. Okay, I'm looking at this as a dividend long-term stock. Okay, so if you are trying to trade AREIT, please don't. Move on na lang kayo on another stock. Okay, so yon, kasi it's for me it's pointless to try to analyze AREIT dahil mababa talaga ang volume ng mga ganitong klaseng stock. Okay, so ayun, that's my quick take on AREIT. Next, CHP. So, CHP is one of our infrastructure or construction company. No? Okay. So, one news na napansin ko dito sa CHP this week was the news about its parent company, yung Cemex Asian Southeast Corporation or CASE. They still try to acquire additional 170 million shares kay CHP at an average of about 1.18 hanggang average of 1.18 per share. Okay? It appears na siguro, I think the parent company thinks na undervalued na si CHP and that they wanted to get more leverage when it bounced back, no? And that I think is what is happening right now. Okay, if we can see here dito sa chart na to, no? Right from the bounce of dito sa 0.89 way back noong August, dito kasi nag-start yung yung buyback ni parent company ng Cemex, no? We can see a really good uptrend here. So from 0.89, ngayon nasa 1.52 na siya. In case you were able to catch that dito sa pinaka-bottom, you should be up by about almost 70% right now. So congratulations sa mga nakakuha. No? I know ever since I am always telling you guys na CHP is not a good stock at the moment, and I still believe that is the case. However, there are also times wherein the market could prove you wrong. Okay, so I think that's what happened here. The market proved me wrong, at least my belief at that time. No, it appears na at this part here, etong part na to wherein nagkaroon ng rebound. Ito. I think the market thought na the risk is already priced in. And it's time for Cemex to go up. And yeah, okay, that's just my assumption based on the reading on the market. Now, if I am a holder, let's try to find a new support and resistance para dito kay Cemex. Teka ha. Saan naman siya? Ayan. Okay. So, one could be here at 1.75. Saan na ba ito? Wala na. Okay. So, tanggalin ko na to. And this one. I think, yeah. Ayan. Okay. So, I think this is the new support and resistance for CHP. Okay, if I'm a holder of CHP, then I'll just wait. Wait until ma-reach niya ang 1.75. Otherwise, I'll cut loss at 140. Okay, so same thing then if you are looking for an entry point. wait for the stock to go near 140, rebound, then saka pwedeng pumasok. Okay, and then again, target price is at 1.75. Hopefully, kasi kung makikita nyo rito, no, double bottom to, no, na part, and double bottom is a good reversal pattern. And I think that's what we are seeing here. No? Hopefully, magtuloy-tuloy siya. 175 is quite good. Tingnan pa natin yung RSI. Okay. It's still on the overbought side, pero I think this is a really good movement for the RSI, no? When a stock is trying to rally, okay, when a stock is trying to rally, sometimes people would think na ay overbought na yung stock na to, it could go down. Yes, it could. However, you also have to take into consideration yung market sentiment. Okay? And as we can see here, despite the overbought levels dito sa part na to, ito, nagtuloy-tuloy pa rin yung presyo niya pataas. Okay? That means the market thinks na the stock was really oversold for the past few months, and an overbought level is just okay to risk on. No? So this happens quite a lot, especially doon sa mga medyo, I can say na, well, most of the hype stocks are like this, pero there are also some some na medyo maganda rin naman yung fundamentals, pero napabayaan lang sila before. Okay? So this would happen with Cemex, with Cybertech, even with SSP nung nakaraan. Okay? So ayun, that's my take on CHP. Next, IDC. With IDC, one of the property stocks, wala akong masyado nakitang, save ko lang muna to. With IDC, wala akong masyado nakita na news dito, so most likely this is just pure price action. Okay? When we say price action, it's just traders trying to trade the stock. And then, kung saan na lang siya mapunta. Okay? So, ayan. IDC is doing a consolidation on a Thai consolidation dito from 1.53 hanggang 2.39. Okay? However, kung mapapansin natin dito, there is also this MA50 line. And nung Friday nga kahapon, na-breakout na niya yung MA50 line. And it is on track to go into 2.40. 2.39 or 240. Yun na yung next na resistance ng IDC at this point. Okay? Now, kung may hawak akong IDC, then most likely I will just wait. Okay? I'll just wait kasi most likely kumita na ako. Unless dito kayo nakabili that's another story. Pero kung halimbawang may hawak na kayong IDC and then nakabili kayo below 185, below 185, then congrats, you were able to catch IDC on its breakout. Okay, just try to set a cut loss point at around 1.85. Okay, so ayan. Kung nakapasok naman kayo kay kung nag-aabang kayo kay IDC, then two things. You can either wait for the breakout or wait for the pullback. Okay, a pullback could look like this. Ayan. So maybe on Monday, we will either see that or another candle, no? But ideally, the pullback candle should be a red candle na hindi naman aabot ng 1.85. Okay? Because ito nga, yung mga ganito, no, this had happened with green. Ito lang, this week. Which I'll show you later on. Yung mga pullback from breakout na play. Okay? So ayan, that's my take on IDC. Okay? Next. PXP. So same thing with the IDC, wala na akong nakitang news dito, mukhang pinaglaruan lang siya. Pero kung mapapansin natin dito sa chart, no, the stock is not looking good at this time. It came from a good uptrend na yun nga lang hindi siya na sustain, 'di ba? So ito yung uptrend niya dito noong nakaraan, And as you can see here, itong part na to, nabasag yung support. And right now, it's trading at 5.21. Okay. Now, if I look for the next potential support for the stock, let's try. I'll try to move this one. Yeah. Dito. So, a new potential range is at 4.82 hanggang medyo mataas tong 8 pesos ha. 482 hanggang, I would say, I'll add another resistance line here. 710. So, this will be my working support and resistance for PXP. Okay? If may hawak akong PXP, then cut loss ko will be placed at 521 na siya right now, no? Pating, asan yung 5 pesos? Hindi dito. Okay. Yeah, I will set my cut loss at 5 pesos. Okay? And then, kung naghanap naman kayo ng magandang entry point for PXP, then, yeah, same thing, 5 pesos. Okay? So, ayun. And then, target price is, I would set it at around 710. That is a still good kahit ngayon kayo pumasok, let's say, 40% upside. So, not bad. No? Pero if you will be asking me if I will be trading PXP at least at this time, not at the moment. Kasi I think the bearish bias is still heavy para dito kay PXP. No, at least that's my take. Okay? But still, it's still up to you kung anong gusto nyo gawin sa kanya. But for me, not at this time. I think there are still better stocks to work on than PXP. Okay, so that's my take on PXP. Next is Wilcon. Okay, Wilcon and, well, not only Wilcon, no, but even home. Ito yung mga home improvement na mga companies, no. So, let me, ba't ganito siya? Laki masyado. Teka lang, ayusin ko lang siya. Laki talaga niya. Anong nangyari dito sa graph ko? Okay, anyways, sige. So, with Wilcon and Home, silang dalawa na yung ibanggitin ko since parehas naman sila on this type of industry. No, I think they are benefiting from the home improvement dahil nga 'di ba ECQ or at least work from home ang karamihan sa atin. So, there are some households na who are taking steps into improving their households. So, nandiyan yung bibili sila ng mga pwedeng mga tables, cabinets, given na before kasi 8-9 hours a day nasa labas sila ng bahay. But then right now, they are almost 24 hours na nasa bahay. So, the mindset is that, okay, this is now my chance to improve or pagandahin yung aking tahanan. Diba? And that is where Wilcon and Home are getting the bulk of the sales. No? True that they had a very poor Q2, but then that is somewhat expected na. I am thinking na with Wilcon and Home, they have a really good prospect etong Q3. Especially once magtuloy-tuloy yung recovery ng economy natin. No? So I think they are still both a really good stock to play fundamentally. Okay, so ayun, that's on the fundamental side. On the technical side, we can see na the stock is doing a consolidation still, no? Medyo erratic lang, heavy volatility ang nakikita natin from the past 2 to 3 months, no? But then that is okay. The main thing is that I am hoping na makabawi or makabangon itong si Wilcon and it goes back to its previous high na around 18 pesos nga ba? Ang hirap naman ito. 19. So mababa siya ng 19 pesos, no? Yun nga lang, kailangan lang niyang ma-break itong 1670 na resistance. Okay? So kung may hawak akong Wilcon at this stage, I'll just hold dahil maganda yung ginagawa ng Wilcon ngayon. It's doing a higher highs, which is a common characteristic of an uptrend stock. Okay? However, I can't really say na it's an uptrend na agad because yung definition ko kasi ng uptrend is, of course, a rallying stock but then it should go above MA 200. So, I would say this is just a rallying stock. Hopefully, mabasag na niya itong MA 200 and it could reach 1670, breakout, then we are seeing potential 19 pesos back to 19 pesos or even 20 pesos for Wilcon. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang ka kay Wilcon, then I think I am seeing the support line, at least immediate support line dito sa part na to at 1570. So, pwede nyo abangan dito at 1570 and see how it goes. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on Wilcon. Next is, medyo binibilisan ko guys para gusto ko kasi talagang matapos yung ano natin eh. Okay. Now, DNL. So, with DNL, naghahanap ako ng, let's check again. Baka naman mali lang ako. So, DNL, meron ba? Wala eh. Wala ako masyadong makitang mga news or any type of catalyst for DNL. This one was way back in August 28 pa. So, yeah. So, wala rin. Parang sina PXP kanina. And IDC. So, most likely, it's just price action. Okay? Now, on the technical side, we can see that DNL is doing a consolidation. Okay? The price range is at 3.98 or 4 pesos hanggang 6.17, which is kind of big. Malaki itong range na to, no? However, I also place another resistance line dito sa part na to. Just to, kumbaga, minimize lang yung, yung range niya. Okay? Now, this is quite interesting dahil hindi ko lang nailagay pero this is an obvious resistance para kay DNL. And it showed up this week. Okay? So, kung napansin niyo this resistance at 5.65, nakita natin yung nauntog siya. So, it tried to breach the 5.65. It failed nung Thursday. And then, kahapon, nagkaroon ng profit taking. Okay? If may hawak akong DNL, most likely, I could have already partially sold dito kahapon. Okay? Pero kung hindi pa, then just wait for Monday. Tingnan niyo kung ano yung potential na maging candle niyan. Okay? You can partially sell. Okay? So that, kasi etong part na to, it can still develop into a breakout eh. Diba? So, para at least you still have a good skin on the game. But at the same time, you have already taken some profits from DNL. Just to realize those profits. Kasi sayang naman, maganda na yung entry mo, so yun na lang. Now, kung halimbawa nagkaantay kayo ng magandang entry for DNL, then same thing. Wait for the breakout. Etong part na to dito. An ideal candle will be like this. So yan breakout. As a conservative trader like me, I always wait for the next pullback. So, next pullback will be, kunwari nag-breakout siya on Monday. Then, pullback is ganito. Mag-close siya below the high nung Monday. That is a good pullback. Ang mahalaga lang is mag-hold itong 565. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on DNL. And, yeah, that's my take on DNL. Let me save this one. Let's go to the comment box. Tingnan ko kung ano yung mga nandito wait lang. Saan na ba to? Andrew, MM. Yep, nakalista na Andrew yung MM. Rod PX. Sige. Let's add PX here. And then Andrew SSP. Okay. Wala pa akong SSP. June, BDO and MBT. Meron tayong BDO and MBT. Alfred, good evening. Yeah, good evening rin sa'yo, Alfred. Home and HOCHIM. May HOCHIM na tayo, so home. I hope, Alfred, na naabutan mo yung mention ko about home nung pinag-usapan natin yung Wilcon. Most likely, I won't repeat that anymore, pero at least on the technicals, on the chart, I can give more information on that. Yun ay kung aabutin natin. Okay. SJ Lumba, Euro, and HOCHIM. So, Euro, I'll add Euro here. Russell, SMC, and FLI. Okay. Sabi ni Brenda, STI. Okay. Christian, Ani. Nawala. Ano nangyari? Brenda, ano yung nawala? Sorry. Hindi ko lang alam. Or may part ba doon? Or dinig pa rin naman ako, guys, no? Malinaw pa rin naman yung dating ko sa end din nyo. Just wanted to make sure na okay pa rin lahat. Baka kasi bigla na tayong nawala sa ere. Just want to make sure. Sabi ni Daryl, so right click mouse para makita mo yung reset chart. Ay, okay. Yung doon sa ano kanina. Ano ulit yun? Wilcon yata, no? So, dito and then reset. Ayun. Nice one. Oo nga pala. Thank you. Thanks, Daryl. Ayan. Okay. So, DNL, no? At tapos sa DNL, next IRC na. Let's see here. Sabi ni Claire, ano yung gamit nyo, sir, to navigate the chart? Gamit na... Claire, can you clarify? Gamit, sir, to navigate the chart. Well, obviously, I'm using Investagrams. Ano yung gamit ko? Sorry, hindi ko masyado na-gets. If you can clarify sa comment box, I can try to explain that later on. Sabi ni Emma Ermel, RCI M-wide. M-wide meron na ba? Hindi ko alam kung meron na, ha? Pero sige, add na lang natin. M-wide RCI. Okay, and then Emmanuel, A6 naman sa kanya. Wala pa yata. Yan. Okay. Ayun, sabi ni June, malinaw naman. Good. Zenith, RLC. Ayun, sabi ni Jen, yung clear naman daw. That's good to hear. AP and FGEN, sir. Okay. Wala pa yata nun. Okay. Yan. Okay. So, sige. Let's try to catch on, no? Bibilisan natin siya. Next, IRC. So, with IRC, as we have heard sa news, yung, di ba nga, ang IRC main project nila is the Makati Subway. Yung Makati City Subway. They have signed a contract with, I think this is a Chinese engineering firm, no, to help them out with the Makati Subway. So, yung palang nababalitaan ko, I'm not sure what happened there, but as we can see dito sa chart, no, it's really doing well, ha. It started nung kailan pa ba to? August. From 0.86, ngayon nasa 1.28 na. So, congrats doon sa mga nakakuha kay IRC. And we are also seeing a potential golden cross kay IRC in, I think this will happen in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Provided na hindi bumagsak si IRC. Okay? We are seeing a really good volume dito sa part na to. Ang galing ko lang to. Ayan. So, medyo maganda yung volume niya dito. Hopefully talaga magtuloy-tuloy lang siya. Okay? Now, on the technical side, let me sukatin ko lang siya. Ayan. Okay. Let's try to find the support for IRC. Okay. And then, Actually, mukhang untog yun dito ah. Okay. So, ayan. Mukhang may pag-untog na naganap nung Thursday. Although, nung Friday naman, nag-try pa siyang magbigay ng green candle sa atin, no? Yun nga lang for this one, if may hawak akong IRC, I'll place a really good watch list on this one dahil baka may untog ulit ito na mangyari. Or I think untog na tong part na to eh. Pero nag-open lang siya ng maganda. No? So, just try to watch out. Kung nag-aabang naman kayo kay IRC, then just wait for it to go back sa 109 or 110 or just wait for the breakout. Kasi I think at 128 right now, the resistance is at 134. So I think medyo malapit-lapit na. Okay? So ayun, that's my take on IRC. Next, AC. Okay? So AC, wala lang masyadong news dito kay AC. It's just that syempre, as a huge holding company of the Ayala's, ayan, merong isang news no nakaraan sa isa niyang subsidiary which is si IMI. Okay, IMI, one of its units, si Via Optronics. Via Optronics is a supplier of display solution na based sila sa Germany. Okay, this is around 76% owned by IMI. So Via Optronics is planning for an IPO sa New York Stock Exchange. Okay? So yun ang nakikita kong significant news for AC. However, kung napapansin natin dito no sa chart niya, medyo hindi siya gaanong pinagalaw. Simply because although IMI is 100% owned by Ayala, yung contribution niya sa earnings ni Ayala is still significantly less compared to its other subsidiaries, no, like Ali, Globe, BPI. So medyo maliit pa si IMI doon. Okay, chart wise, let me try to add some here dahil so chart-wise, I can see a range here from 690 hanggang 810. No? Ito yung pinaka-range niya. And at the moment, AC is drawing near dito sa support line niya na sa 690. Right now, it's on the 700 peso level, which is a psychological support. So hopefully maka-bounce back siya. Let's check the bid and ask. Oh, meron pang 3,000 na gusto magbenta dito. This is still huge. Kasi 700 pesos times 3 this is 2.1. Tama ba? No, 21 million. This is still 21 million na harang doon sa seller side. So with this information here, potentially on Monday, baka mag-open siya lower than 700 pesos. Okay? So just watch out. Kung may hawak kayong AC, siguro at least at this stage, just try to hold on to it and place a cut loss point na lang no sa 6.91. Sa 691. Okay? Kung nag-aabang naman kayo kay AC, same thing, mag-aabang ako sa 691. And then wait for the bounce bago bumalik. Okay? So that's my take on AC. Next up is MBT. Dito kay MBT, same thing. Wala akong nakikitang news sa kanya. So let's go straight to the price action. Okay. So as we can see here, nagkaroon ng confirmed bounce dito noong September 2nd. And the stock is trying to rally up, no, nag-bounce na kasi siya dito, so it tries to go up na hopefully is magawa niya, no, makabalik siya dito sa 43 pesos, no. But then at this time, kung mapapansin natin, nandito rin si MA50 line, And unfortunately, MA50 is also doing a resistance para sa stock. No? Kung napansin niyo itong part na to, it tries to rally pero hindi umabot and then binagsak niya yung presyo. And then, ito ulit tinry niyang mag-rally, nauntog lang siya, and then it's now going back. So, hopefully, the more points na dumidikit siya dito sa MA50 line, the more parang more potential for it to break para dun sa stock. So, hopefully, ma-break na niya para makabalik na siya sa 43 peso level. Okay? So, ayun. If may hawak kayong MBT, then just, at least at this point, hold. And then, cut loss, it's at 33 pesos. Same thing for those who are waiting for the stock. 33 pesos should be the entry point. Should be. Okay, so ayan, that's my take on MBT. Next is green. Okay, so as I have mentioned, green is one of the stocks na hawak ko at this time. I tried to, ang average ko kay green is nasa 1.85. Yeah, nasa 1.85. I was planning on selling some na, pero nakakita ako ng maganda kasing volume dito, etong part na to. Okay? So that's why medyo nag-hold off ako sa kanya, nag-hold off lang muna ako para sayang naman kasi yung volume, 'di ba? In terms of news, ano ba ang nagtutulak kay green sa presyohan niya sa market? Simple. Early this week, they have disclosed a news na they have partnered with Yaruza Group, and they are building a production ng cannabis sa may Australia. And as we know, yung cannabis sa global market is quite trending, rallying na sa market at this time. So, yun yung tingin kong major catalyst why green is rallying really well, no? This past couple of weeks. Okay? So, now, what will I do kay green? Okay? As I've mentioned kanina nung nag-intro tayo, so by next week, I'll try to check kung saan siya aabot. Okay? Ayun. Okay. Bakit naka-auto pa din siya? Ayan. Okay. So, ayan. Right now, I can see it na nag-breakout nga pala ulit siya nung Thursday, and then merong pullback. Ito yung sinasabi ko na pullback from breakout. And as a conservative trader, dito ako nag-hold off dahil this is one of my favorite setup, no? Which pays me really well in the past. May losses ako dyan, of course, dahil hindi naman yan perfect. Hindi naman yan laging kumikita. Pero at least that's my favorite setup na if I see that, yun yung inaabangan ko. And that's what happened. Okay, so nagkataon, tumama yung hula ko, then I'm happy. Okay, right now, I have set my cut loss. In-adjust ko na yung cut loss ko to 215. So, as long as magstay ito sa 215, then I'll just stay holding the stock. And then, new target price is at 250. Okay? Ngayon, kung nag-aabang kayo kay green, yun nga lang, there's already the pullback dito nung Friday, no? So, siguro just wait on Monday kung mag-hold pa rin itong si green. Hopefully, hindi na siya bumagsak below 215. Hopefully. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on green. Next. PGOLD. Okay? So, with PGOLD, ayan. Okay. So, ayan. PGOLD is one of the, kumbaga, resilient stocks during this pandemic period, simply because kailangan ng tao ng groceries. So, of course, PGOLD holds pure gold and SNR. SNR. Okay. On the chart, we can see na the stock is already on its support line. And the good thing is that nag-hold yung support line na 50 pesos. Okay? And then, idadagdag mo pa itong MA50 line na hopefully dumagdag sa pressure ng support for PGOLD. Okay? So, hopefully, ito yung makapagpa-rebound sa kanya. Ayan. If I have PGOLD, no, what I will do is just hold and wait for Monday or Tuesday, or at least for the next week, and see if kaya na niyang mag-rebound. Otherwise, again, cut loss at 50 pesos. Okay? Now, if nag-aabang naman ako, then same thing. If this is already a good candle after the 50, after nung Thursday na red. So, a candle on Monday, a green candle on Monday, which is above 50 pesos, should be a good candle, and it can be a confirmation na that the stock is already rebounding from the 50 support line. Okay? Yun nga lang, ang target neto is medyo medyo maliit lang yung upside. If let's say for example, nakakuha kayo at 50, next na target is nasa around 55 pesos, which is almost 10% lang. Medyo maliit na yung upside niya. Meron pa ba tayo nakikita ang upside? Yeah, wala. 50 pesos. So, medyo maliit na yung upside. Just try to think carefully. If long term, then okay lang. Pero if you're trying to trade PGOLD, that's something that you have to also consider, yung upside niya. Okay? So, that's my take on PGOLD. Next is HOCHIM. Okay. Etong si HOCHIM, wala lang akong makitang news sa kanya, no? Although we can see na maganda yung price action niya. It came from a bounce dito way back in July, no? And it's now doing a mini uptrend. So nagkakaroon ng parang letter V na formation, no? V formation is, for me kasi it's not a healthy formation, ang V. Ang hinahanap ko is yung mga pa-letter U. Yung merong magandang consolidation sa bottom, and then saka siya aangat, no? But nevertheless, ito yung binigay ng market sa atin na movement, so we just have to react. Just like what I have mentioned kanina. Okay? So, having said that, now we'll go to the chart, no? Kung makikita natin, the stock at 587 is already almost on the support line na 580. Okay? Now, wala na akong masyadong makitang volume. Hindi ganun kaganda yung volume niya. No? So, siguro if I have HOCHIM, I'll just place my cut loss point dito sa 580. Yeah, 580. I'll just place my cut loss at 580. And target at 760. If nag-aabang ako ng magandang entry point kay HOCHIM, same thing, 580. Although ito, kung mapapansin niyo, no, medyo halos mabot na itong part na to. So, siguro just wait for a confirmation candle for a potential bounce on Monday or Tuesday for HOCHIM. Okay? So, that's my take on HOCHIM. Next up is dito. Okay. Okay, so dito, lately naglabas sila nung guidelines nila on, kasi one of the major news na nabalitaan ko was the approval ng DICT for dito to para mag-build ng cell tower inside a military camp. Okay? So, to be honest, I'm an IT professional, so may konti akong alam pagdating sa IT. And to be honest, I don't see it as a big risk no? A lot of people are trying to downplay that news na sinasabi nila na it's a potential spy or blah blah blah. Pero well, it's a cell tower. I mean, the the purpose of the cell tower is just um, to bounce signals from or to enhance a signal and broadcast signal. That's basically it. If we have, and I think we have, if we have really good engineers here, a third party engineer that can survey or that can monitor those cell towers inside, I don't see a big problem on that. Okay? Again, that's just my take on that one. Kasi ang provision naman doon is that dito can only build cell towers on military camps na meron ng cell tower ang Globe and Smart. Okay? So hindi sila pwede magtayo kung halimbawang isang pangalan nito, isang military camp ay wala pang cell tower talaga all throughout. 'Di ba? So kaya for me, yeah, that's just my take on it. On the technical side naman, we can see a really good uptrend for dito. This is another one. This is another V shape na pattern for dito. And ayun, nakakita nga tayo na nagkaroon ng correction dito, and now it's trying to rally up once again. Okay? So, in terms of kung halibawang holder ako, I'll place my cut loss point dito sa part na to at 3.25. Okay? And target is 385. Now, kung halimbawang may nag-aantay ako ng magandang entry point, then so same thing. 325, once na bumalik siya ng 325 and mag-bounce up, then that's the time that I will try to make my entry. Or just wait for 385 for a potential breakout play. Okay? So, ayun, that's my take on dito. Let's check the comment section. Sabi ni Brian, ACEN. Meron na tayong ACEN actually. Tiffany Estel. Wala pa. Shane, tapos na po ba yun dito? Uy, sakto. I think you were able to catch dito. Si Christine, Mark, Tugs, and FNI. Mark meron na, Tugs wala pa. And FNI meron na. Tapos na ba yung AGI? Hindi pa. I'm not sure kung paano basahin yung name mo. Pero not yet. Okay. By the way guys as I have mentioned nung early sa intro natin, we'll just try to complete until 10 p.m. No? It's 9:04 already and nasa taas pa lang tayo. So good luck naman tayo dito. Okay, but we'll try our best. Okay? So ayan. Pero don't worry kung kung halimbawa kaka-tune in nyo pa lang and nakalampas na tayo sa stock ninyo, don't worry kasi may recording naman tayo na ipopost dun sa YouTube channel, no? With timestamp and stock code. So, if you're not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. Nakapin na yung comment nung channel dito sa comment box natin. So, ayun lang. Please help us support the page. Okay? So, ayan. Now, let's go back. Next, ALLHC. Logistics. This is quite interesting. Nag-breakout siya kahapon. Okay. Ano yung pangalan ni ALLHC bago siya naging ALLHC? Hindi ko na maalala. Anyways, so hindi ko kilala si ALLHC, so that's why I don't follow kung ano yung mga laman niya. But anyways, on the chart wise, maganda yung breakout niya from 197 and it's now at 210. Meron pa tayo makikita si ALLHC. Wala naman masyado. Wala. There's no significant news, no? Mukhang price action lang talaga siya. The volume is trending up, which is really nice. And this is a successful breakout. Okay? Now, if you are a holder of ALLHC, no? So you can just hold off, hold lang kayo, and then place a cut loss point sa 2 pesos. Okay, 2 pesos ang cut loss point for ALLHC. Now, ang target will be saan yung ano ko? Ayan. 281. Magandang upside Okay. Now, entry. Saan ako magandang entry? Just like what I have said kanina, being a conservative trader, I'll wait for the pullback. Okay, so again, pullback should be like this one. A red candle, pero dapat hindi siya umabot ng 2 pesos or below 2 pesos. So mag-hold lang yung 2 pesos na support line, then that's the time na pwede kong pumasok. Okay? Yun nga lang, medyo nagbabadya itong si MA200 so also try to take this into consideration. But then again, if kaya niyang i-break ito, then we could potentially see a 35% potential upside for ALLHC. Okay? Having said that, I think I can add this. Pwede pa ba ako mag-add? Pwede ko namang magtanggal na lang iba kung ayaw talaga niya. Maximum. Tanggal ko na itong si To Go. Nilagay ko siya sa ano ko before pero walang nangyari sa kanya. So, let me try to add HC again. ALLHC. Ayan. Okay. Okay. So, that's it. Next, IMI. Ito na nga yung sinabi ko kanina, no? When I discuss about AC. No? So, IMI, yung aviation, yung unit niya na via Optronics, is planning to or has filed an IPO application sa New York Stock Exchange. Okay, I think if I'm not mistaken, yung offer nila doon, they plan to get as much as 100 million sa IPO. Although hindi ko lang nakita kung magkano yung presyo nila, no? So ayan. And obviously, as you can see here, no, yun yung halos nagtutulak dun sa presyo niya. At least in my assumption, kasi kung makikita natin dito, no, na-break na niya yung support before at 512, tapos nag-rally up. So that means I have to adjust. Okay. So right now, it's above the MA200 line. Medyo malapit na nga lang siya sa resistance at 681. Okay? So kung halimbawa may hawak akong IMI, then I'll just wait and place my cut loss at around 6 pesos. Okay? So cut loss is at around 6 pesos and target is medyo maliit na lang, no? But if this is successful for a breakout, then 843 ang next na resistance line for IMI. Okay? So, congrats dun sa mga nakabili or nakaposisyon ng mas maaga kay IMI. Medyo maganda yung ginagawa niya ngayon. Okay? So, ayan. Let me check. Ayun. Poppy. Oo nga, Poppy. Ito yung nga pala yung binili ni Ayala before. If I'm not mistaken, yung riles sa may tutuban, yung connecting to Bulacan yata. Yun. I think yun yung sa ALLHC. ALLHC pa yun this is IMI. Pero yeah, thank you. Emerson, Vicente, Emmanuel. Ay, di ba? Ayun, kay Emerson tsaka kay Vicente. Thank you. Yeah. Poppy. Na-miss ko si Poppy. Napaglaro ko si Poppy before eh. I still remember those days. Okay, so that's IMI. Next is ACEN. Okay. So, this is ACEN. As I have mentioned, ito isa rin sa hawak ko. It just did its all-time high. Okay? Now, here's what I do with an all-time high stock. Or this is my all-time high trick. Trick ba tawag doon? Or strategy na lang. Trick kasi parang ano eh. I always try to ride an all-time high. Okay? Why I do that? Kasi remember, support and resistance, sila yung history mo eh. Sila yung nagbibigay sa'yo ng parang historical foundation kung saan yung presyo pwedeng mauntog or mag-bounce. But on an all-time high, that means parang kumbaga sky is the limit. So you don't have a resistance anymore. Magko-consolidate na lang yan when the traders feel like selling. And as I have mentioned kanina, we cannot really predict when that will happen. Okay? So, kesa ano yun ko pa yung isip ko on where to place it, then I just normally ride the tide. So, since it's an all-time high, then happy na lang. As we can see, an all-time high is characterized by, number one, the very first one is mabit niya yung recent high niya. Siyempre, that's why it's called all-time high. Second is the volume should be above the normal. And this is above the normal. And then the third one is it should be above RSI 70 or it is already on the overbought level. And it is. So kumbaga yung tatlong indicator na yun, yung tatlong elements na yun are present for ACEN. So that means for me, at least, since meron akong hawak na ACEN, I'll just wait this one out. Tingnan ko kung saan siya pupunta. I'll just make an adjustment on my cut loss point. Okay? Initially, my cut loss was 262 and then minove ko siya dahil nagbe-breakout. So at 285. Now, I'm at 3 pesos. Ito na yung bago kong cut loss point. Okay? So napapansin nyo, wala akong target price dahil basically all-time high siya. Wala talaga yan. Ang ginagawa ko lang, I'll just move my cut loss point. Okay? So, once mabit yung cut loss point ko, then saka ako magbebenta. And then, pero yun kung hindi pa naman niya, kung nakakita pa ako ng magandang volume sa kanya, then naabang ako ulit yan. Dahil pwedeng mabit na naman niya or mag-breakout na naman yan. That's a common scenario for all-time high stocks. No? So, yan. That's just my thought on ACEN. Okay? So, kung may hawak kayo just like me, just hold on. Adjust lang ng cut loss point. Kung dun sa mga nag-aabang naman, then ayun, wait for the bounce. Kung mapapansin natin dito, no, sabi ko nga, di ba, pull back from breakout. So, this is your breakout no Thursday. You have your the doji here. Actually, ito pwede ko lang consider to as pullback eh. Nagkataon lang na nag-close lang siya ng mas higher or at least equal doon sa previous closing niya. No? And then we have also seen na all-time high na naman siya kahapon. Okay? So for this one, again, this is just a conservative trader in me. Just wait for the pullback. Yun lang yung yung stand ko on ACEN. Okay? So yun, that's my take on ACEN. Next up, NIHAO. I think napag-usapan natin yung NIHAO last time, no? Okay. Ayun. Okay. Natawa ako. Ito yung mga nilagay natin na Kasi sabi ko, when we last talk about it, sabi ko may potential na untog and mukhang yun na ngayon nangyari. nagtuloy-tuloy. Itong part na to, this was the initial resistance. So, nung nauntog na siya dito, medyo nagtuloy-tuloy na siya pababa. Okay? But then the good thing is medyo merong konting consolidation dito sa part na to. Pero still, for me, it's not a significant consolidation yet. So, there is still a strong negative bearish sentiment for this stock at the moment. Pero short term lang naman. The main thing is that wag lang talagang this is the cut loss point, 2 pesos. So range is 2 pesos hanggang 2.20. No? Malaki rin siya kung tutusin. This is about 10% lang, maliit lang pala. Yeah. If may hawak akong NIHAO, then I'll just wait kung ano mangyayari. Baka umabot pa siya bumalik siya sa 220. Otherwise, cut loss is 2 pesos. Kung halimbawa nag-aabang naman ako ng kay NIHAO, then medyo mababa na 177 or wait for the breakout. Okay? So, yan. That's my quick take on NIHAO. Next, NIKL. Hindi ko na alam kung kumusta na yung presyuhan ng nickel sa global. Oh, okay. Tingnan natin. Nickel price. Medyo nag-pullback siya ha. Kasi I think umabot na ng 16,000 eh. Ito. Yung price ng nickel. Ayun. Ayan, ito nga. So ayun, nagkaroon ng sell-off starting nung umabot siya ng 7.11, no? And right now it's trading at 6.7 US per pound. Okay? So that means yun nga, I think damay dito yung mga nickel stocks like nickel, ayun nga, medyo merong consolidation na dito, no? Dito sa part na to. However, for me it's just trying to form a cup and handle, no? So hopefully kaya ninyang ma-surpass yan as long as yung presyo sa market should still go up. Okay? And kung napapansin naman nandito, medyo may magandang sharp rally naman na nangyayari, no? So let's hope for the best for nickel. Okay? So as I've mentioned, this is forming a cup and handle. Ang mahalaga dito is ma-hold yung mga key support lines, no? Key support line for this one is around 290, or we can just simply place it at around 3 pesos. Para hindi nakakalito. Kasi still 3 pesos is a psychological support anyway. So I think that should work. No? Okay. Kung may hawak akong nickel, then same thing. Cut loss 3 pesos and target is 345. 346. Okay? Pag umabot sa presyo na yan, I'll be selling partially. Okay? Kasi a cup and handle is one of the notorious na bullish pattern or reversal pattern. No? Which kapag nag-materialize to, I think mataas ang aabutin nito. Kasi medyo mataas din yung niya yung kung mapapansin nyo rito, no? Yung range niya. Etong part na to, gano'ng kataas tong bottom hanggang sa 140%. Yeah, mataas to kung sakasakali. So ayan, watch out nyo lang tong breakout na to at 346. Dahil yayamanin ang tawagan na dito. Okay? Next, MARC. Ito. Save ko lang to. Okay. With MARC, halos, okay, meron din ako nakikita dito na ano, no? I think this is also a cup and handle. Oh, okay. I think na-beat na niya yung cup and handle. Yun nga lang, bumalik. Itong part na to. Kasi kung papansinin natin, this should be the handle. Yun nga lang, kung mapansin natin dito, no, nag-breakout na siya dito from the handle and from the cup itself. Yun nga lang, bumalik siya sa baba. So, if babalik ang presyuhan niya sa baba, then that means na yung negative na bias is strong for MARC. Okay? So, kung may hawak akong MARC, I'll just medyo mahirap na sa ngayon, no? Kasi I could have already sold the moment na bumalik siya rito. Nung nag-return siya from 1 peso or below 1 peso. Pero at this stage, ang nakikita ko na cut loss point sa kanya, medyo malalim na, ha? 81. 0.81. Okay? So, yan. Kung nag-aabang naman, same thing. 0.81 will be, I think, the support for 0.81 or 0.80, sorry. 0.80. Yun yung nakikita kong support for MARC. Okay? So, that's my take on MARC. Next up is AGI. Okay. So, let me just save this one quickly. AGI. Okay. AGI is fundamentally medyo gumaganda na siya. Simple reason is because of the gaming sector. If you recall, AGI also holds RWM, Resorts World Manila. Okay. And with Resorts World Manila, syempre, as we know, PAGCOR has already given its approval for gaming, for casinos, to open up to 30% of their capacity. So I think this is already the start. No? That's why nakikita natin medyo maganda yung galawan ng mga casinos natin, di ba? Casino stocks like PLC and Bloomberry. Dahil maganda yung positive na agad yung sentiment dahil mag-o-open na agad sila. Okay? So, ayan. Kaya medyo maganda na yung Yun nga lang, ang medyo hatak lang pababa dito kay AGI is MEG. Dahil, for the property sector, at least for this year, hindi siya ganun kaganda. Although, syempre, there's also this future thinking na, hindi nga siya maganda today. Pero kung gaganda naman siya in the future, then that means buying on the bottom. Ganun din yung potential na thinking doon sa part na yun, no? On the technical side, we can see na na-break na niya itong 645 and it is on track to reach the target na 770. Tingnan ko nga siya, hindi ko siya lagi nakikita Ayan. So 770 ang potential target price for AGI. Etong 585 na to, I placed this one as a cut loss point nung nakaraan. So that means at least at this chart here, I'll be adjusting this dahil medyo maganda yung rally ni AGI. So the new cut loss point, my new cut loss point for AGI will be at around 609. Kaya pa ba? O masyadong siyang mataas? Okay. I would go with 645. Cut loss point. Okay. Target is still 770. Cut loss 645. For entry naman, 645 as well. Malaki pa ba ang nito? Around 20%. So not bad for ano to trade AGI. Yun nga lang, antayin nyo lang siya kasi nasa kalagitnaan na siya eh. Kung dito at this very moment, hindi na masyado maganda dahil maliit na lang yung upside mo eh. Right above 10%. MA fees ka pa and all. Diba? So, mas maganda kung just wait it out. Either breakout or from the support. Okay, so that's my take on AGI. Next is Bloom. Let me just try and save this first. Okay, Bloom. With Bloom, okay, so as I've mentioned kanina, no, when I was talking about Research World Manila, si Bloom naman, ang hawak niya ay si Soler, right? Si Soler, ang almost 80% ng kanyang operation, and si, anong pangalan nun? Yung sa South Korea, na resort din, na casino. Yun nga lang kasi yung sa South Korea, sa close pa ang mga casinos doon. So, basically, ang earnings na nakukuha doon sa company na yon was yung hotels. Yun lang. Okay? Kay Soler naman dito, they are opening up paunti-unti. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, only the platinum and above holders ang binibigyan ng schedule. So, there are three, at least based on my research, there are three membership levels or tiers kay Soler. So, you have your, ano yung una? Nakalimutan ko. Basta mayroong isa, yung parang first tier. Second is platinum, third is emerald. No? So, platinum and emerald pa lang yung binibigyan ng schedule. So, kumaga by invitation pa lang siya up until mag-increase yung maximum capacity na ibibigay sa kanila, na i-approve sa kanila ng PAGCOR. Okay? But then, having said that, it's still a positive news for Bloom, and that's the reason why we are seeing na nagkaroon siya ng rally since September 1st. Yun nga lang, going here on the chart, nakakita natin na medyo nauntog na siya dito sa part na to at 7:18 noong Tuesday. No? Ito yung tinatawag natin na ano yun? 3 red crows na pattern. Kasi yung opposite nito is 3 white soldiers, tamba. Kung naalala ko pa yung yung mga tawag sa kanila. Okay? And that is actually a bearish pattern. No? So, if it's a bearish pattern, then that means the negative bias is stronger than usual for Bloom, and it could potentially go back to 6 pesos. Okay? So, at least at this stage, kung halimbawa meron kayong hawak na Bloom, magka-partial sell na ako. Kung maganda pa yung average, no? Dahil nga medyo bearish yung sentiment niya at this time. Pero short term lang naman, if you can still wait for about maybe 2 to 4 weeks, who knows, baka umangat ulit itong si Bloom. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang ng mga kay Bloom, then yun nga, 6 pesos. Or wait for the breakout at 7.18. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on Bloom. Next up, save ko lang to. Ali. Okay. Uy, wow. Tanggalin ko na to. Mukhang ito yung dating nilagay ko na range niya. Kasi, if you remember last week yata yun, bumaba siya rito. Yun nga lang, this week, nag-rally up na siya ulit, which is good. However, kung mapapansin nyo, no, itong 31 pesos remains to be a strong resistance para kay Ali. It was characterized by itong part na to, yung nauntog siya. From 31 pesos, nag-down, tapos ito na, nakita natin na merong mini consolidation na nangyari dito sa from 29.50 hanggang 31. Okay? Kung may hawak akong ali, most likely ang gagawin ko, let's say, depende kung nakabili kayo sa mababang presyo. For this one, I will be selling partially just to realize some gains and then set my cut loss at 29.50. Okay? And then, target is 31 pa rin kasi. Kaso nga lang, ang liit na nito. Ang liit ng upside mo. Okay? Ngayon, kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo kay Ali, ang nakikita ko lang dito will be breakout. Breakout from 31 pesos. Kasi masyado nang maliit itong part na to eh. Unless bumalik siya sa 26. Pag bumalik sa 26 din, yeah. That is a good entry na agad. Pero at this stage, breakout lang ang nakikita kong potential nito, play for Ali. No? And then target at 33.66. Or actually, adjust ko siya. Ayan. 33.70 or 33.80. Yun yung potential na resistance niya. Okay? So, that's my take on Ali. Next up is MPI. Ito sa Ali tsaka sa MPI kasi wala akong masyadong naririnig na news. Or at least wala akong nasagap na news sa kanila. That's why I'm just moving on with the technicals. And para mapabilis na rin yung discussion natin. Okay. Now, for MPI, eto dinraw ko yung part na to dahil I was thinking na magiging head and shoulders ito. Si MPI. But then, looking at this one, if I can just duplicate this, clone, para lang makita natin yung ayan. Okay. Ayan. Okay. So, I think MPI is still ranging doon sa doon sa potential head and shoulders na pattern dahil hindi pa niya nabibit etong immediate resistance niya. Etong isang diagonal line na ito. Okay? I can only say na invalidated na si head and shoulders once mabit niya etong resistance. Otherwise, it's still on the head and shoulders which is a bearish pattern. Or at least not a bearish but a reversal. Ibig sabihin ng reversal is i-reverse niya yung previous niya na trend. Okay? So kung halimbawa may hawak akong MPI, then just wait. Tingnan natin. Hopefully ma-break niya to. Otherwise, partial sell once mauntog. Okay? And then, ano pangalan nito? Cut loss point is halos nandoon pala, 342. 342 ang cut loss point niya. Ano ko itong isang to? Nakakalito eh. Ayan. 342 ang cut loss point. And then, dun sa mga gusto pumasok, then same thing, 342. Or 330. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on MPI. Let me save this one first. Next, CLI. Cebu Landmaster. Oh, okay. This is quite interesting. Okay. Tingnan ko lang. Wala na ba? Okay. Kasi merong double bottom dito sa baba. And then, bakit hindi ko siya nilagay? Ang weird ko naman. Ayan. Okay. Invalidated na itong pangalan nito, pennant na to. So, I'll just remove this. Ayan. Okay. Sige. So, let's discuss. With CLI, ang nakikita ko maganda sa kanya is it came from a golden cross ng 50 and 200 MA. And itong MA 50 line is doing a good support. Kung napansin niyo it tried to break down kahapon, pero the stock was still able to rally up and closed above the MA50 line. Okay? So my hope here is mag-continue itong part na to, no? My hope is mag-continue itong part na to, and kahit mag-consolidate lang siya dito ng siguro for 2 to 4 weeks pa. Kasi maganda na yung pinanggalingan niya eh. It came from from an uptrend, no? So konting consolidation just to shake off yung mga tawag ito, yung mga kabado. Shake them off, and then another rally, no? And that will be characterized by a breakout from 530. Okay? So, ayan. Now, kung holder ako ni CLI, then cut loss ko for 90. And just await ng 530 target. No, ayun, medyo maliit lang yan, pero kung nakakuha naman kayo sa mababa, then okay na rin yon. Saan galing to? Ito dito. Yeah. So 530 nga. This is a solid one. Okay. Now, kung nag-aabang naman for CLI, then I would say either ito na kasi for me this is already considered as bounce eh. Etong candle na to nung Friday, no? Mapapansin nyo, umabot siya dito ng 490. Yun nga lang, nahatak lang siya paakyat. No? So, siguro, just wait kung aabot ba siya ulit, kung bababa pa siya yung candle dito. Otherwise, just wait for 530 breakout. Okay? So, yan, that's my take on CLI. Next. Hindi ba natin nagagawa si BDO? Mahaba-haba pa siya. Okay, sige. So, next is video. Okay. For the financial industry, medyo nakaka-recover na sila. At least as of last week based sa BSP, the financial sector is now back 80 to 90% pre-COVID yung kanilang mga transactions. No, this could be loans, this could be payments, or kung ano man. And that is a good news for the sector. Okay? Now, for BDO on the chart side, as we can see here, yung range niya is from 84.80 hanggang 114. No? Right now, it is at 91 pesos. So I think the upside is still there. No? About almost 25%. So, medyo okay pa siya. Maganda-ganda pa. Yun nga lang, ang magiging kalaban mo lang dito is kung saan ka pwedeng mag-entry. Well, kung may hawak ka ng BDO eh nakakuha ka sa baba, then I think it's okay to hold. May dividend pala, no? 0.13, late naman. Late naman nun. Anyways, so you can just hold and set a cut loss sa 88 pesos. Cut loss at 88 pesos. Pansin nyo, minsan hindi ko ginagamit yung pinaka-support line kasi masyado siyang mababa. So sayang naman yung yung gains nyo kung meron man, no? Then you can just use the major support line as a buyback. Diba? So, ayan. Kung nag-aabang kayo kay BDO din yun, for this one, I'll just wait for 85 pesos. Okay? And then, same thing, target is at either 100, dahil yun yung immediate na psychological resistance, and 115 pesos yung next. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on BDO. Let's check the comment box. Sabi ni Jed, ALLHC form. Yeah, oo nga. Sabi ni Johnson, sa Totoban. Si Cheng, late na ba ako? This was 20 minutes ago, so mga 8:20 ka naka-join. Don't worry, Cheng, kasi may ano naman tayo, may recording naman tayo with timestamp and stock code. So, yung kung hindi mo man naabutan yung iba, then you can watch that para at least makakuha ka lang ng insight. Okay? Si Corsenio, uy, late ka na. Macro Asia's customer were international airline maintaining aircraft. Yes, but then not all. Kasi as far as I know, they are also holding the ano the Air Asia and Philippine Airlines. Yeah, yun. And they do have yung mga land yung mga land logistics, yung magta-transfer ng baggage from airport, from aircraft to the terminal, yung pagbabiyahe ng mga from terminal to aircraft ng mga pasahero, yung mga ganon, yung may tawag sila doon land something, basta mga logistics. So ayun, medyo malaki din yung ano nila doon, especially sa Cebu. Yan. Si Cheng, Seb, and Mac. Mac tapos na. Seb, hindi ko na siya ililista, Cheng, dahil I'm pretty sure hindi ko na siya abutin. So, pasensya. Si Sophia, sorry po, need ko nang lumabas. So ang gaba ka sa recorded video. Sure, no problem. Thanks, Sophia. Thanks for joining. Ayan, si Sophia, very active sa mga live sessions natin. So, thank you for supporting. Okay? Now, let's go back. Globe. Medyo maganda ang galawan ng Globe and Tel, especially Tel. Yun nga lang, pa lang si Globe parang hindi gaano kagandahan. Okay, so with Globe, well actually hindi lang naman siya kay Globe, but with Tel, both telco companies or most telco companies are benefiting from the pandemic. In what way? Syempre, we are all working from home. We're utilizing their signal for our internet connection. So, syempre, tumataas ang subscriber base nila. No? And the demand for the data is also increasing. So, just imagine from pre-COVID up to now, the demand for the telco side is even higher. And that's why mas marami rin ang nagagalit kung halimbawang hindi satisfied sa connection. No? Especially sa speed and sa stability ng connection. I have one teammate na nasa Converge and they had a lot of issues pagdating sa internet this past couple of weeks. So, hindi siya nakakapag-work ng maayos. That's why our operation has to make some adjustments as well dahil marami sa kanila naka-converge. And syempre kung work from home ka, yun yung main source mo of your work or dependency mo on your work, then affected talaga. No? Sayang, Converge is also doing an IPO. Ang sabi nila is this coming October. Yun nga lang, up until na wala na ako naririnig na any news on that. That news na October was way back July pa. So, I'm not sure what Converge is doing. Baka may information kayo guys, pa-share. Kung itutuloy ba nila ng October or when on October, etc. Okay? So, ayan. Going back with Globe, on the technical side, we can see na nasa consolidation phase itong si Globe. No? Right now, medyo nilalaro niya itong MA50 line. But then the good thing is, itong MA200 is doing a really good support para sa stock. Okay? So, what I can say here is, to be honest, boring part ito dahil consolidation. Hopefully magtuloy-tuloy lang siya. Na consolidation, hayaan nyo lang siya mag-consolidate para lang at least kahit paano. Once na mag-rebound na siya or mag-rally na siya, mas stable ang foundation. Diba? Etong nilagay ko na flag pattern na ito, this is still intact. Mapapansin natin, nasa loob pa rin naman ng flag yung presyo nung stock. So, it's still a good way. Kung halimbawa may hawak akong globe, just wait. Antay-antay lang. And then set your cut loss at 2057. Medyo malapit na, no? Yeah, medyo malapit na siya sa 2057. Pero yeah, well again, that's cut loss naman so okay lang. Target remains at 2313. No? That is around, at least from the closing medyo maliit lang pala. 11%. So up to you if 11% is still worth the wait. For me, it's no. Ayan. Okay, so that's my take on Glow. Next up, LTG. LT Group. Oh, okay. Mukhang nauntog siya sa MA 200 The stock is still on the consolidation phase, no? From 713 hanggang 950, no? But then we can see itong MA50 line tsaka MA 200. So MA50 is doing a support while si 200 naman is doing a resistance dun sa stock. And kung napansin niyo, no, it tried to break out sa MA 200. Yun nga lang hindi kinaya. So umatras. Let's see what will happen next week dito sa stock na to. Okay? If you're looking for, kung may hawak kayong LTG, then I would place my cut loss at around this area, 826. And target is 950. If nag-aabang naman, then same thing. 925 pesos. 9 peso 25 cents ang support, at least immediate support sa kanya. Okay? So, yan, that's my take on LTG. Next is AXILLUM. Maganda galawan ni AXILLUM before, no? Yun nga lang, just like what happened kay Bloom, nauntog siya on one of its resistance, no? So unfortunately for AXILLUM, at least kahit paano, no, medyo may bounce na siya dito. So let me just try and adjust this one. Ayan. And then adjust this one as well. Okay. Ayan. So I think this is even better. It's trying to consolidate from 231 hanggang 260. Okay? And right now, kung mapapansin natin, meron na siyang bounce dito which is still above the MA50 line. So, I think this is still good. This is already considered as a confirmation candle, no? So, at least since it's a bounce, then the most likely candle niya will be a green candle on Monday, no? If you have AXILLUM, then just wait na umabot siya dun sa target price sa 260. Otherwise, set your cut loss at 230. Okay? Kung nag-aabang naman kay AXILLUM, so same thing, 230 ang entry price. Again, now wait for the bounce, not just because umabot ng 230. So just like this one. So nag-bounce na siya dito, this is a confirmation. So siguro on Monday, kung halimbawa mag-close ito ng almost equal, then that is still also a valid entry point for AXILLUM. And then of course, set your cut loss point pa rin. Okay? So yan, that's my take on AXILLUM. Next, now. So, another telecom. Save ko lang to. With now. Oh, okay. So, now is rallying pretty well. Yun nga lang, malapit na siya sa sa resistance niya. Which means the upside could be lower na. Yeah, less than 10%. So, for me kasi, less than 10% as an upside for a stock is not worth it. Okay? Unless bumaba pa yung presyo, no? Which will make the upside even bigger. Then, saka ako na siya i-consider ulit. Okay? If may hawak akong now, then I'll just wait kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. But I'll set my cut loss point sa 226. Medyo malapit na ha. At least cut loss naman to eh. So okay lang. Or kaya ba dito sa 215? Yeah, I think kaya naman ng 215 kasi medyo maliit. Gano'n ba kalaki to? Maliit lang, 6%. Kaya pa. So yeah, potential cut loss point is at 215. Target is 250. Okay? So, ayan. If mag-aabang ako kay now, either I'll wait for 215 or wait for the breakout. Okay? Meron bang significant news kay now? Parang wala yata. Wala. Wala naman yung, at least the recent ones ha. Wala akong nakikita. Okay. Next. Tapos natin si Ali. DMC. Ayun, okay. So, DMC is doing well. Nag-rally siya nung nakaraan. Ito, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung pag-rally niya. This support line, I think I was able to draw this last week. Or no, not last week, but the other week pa. So, the good thing is that the stock is holding etong support line na to. No? So, I am hoping na sana magtuloy-tuloy. Kasi sayang naman, especially dun sa mga may hawak. Ang negative lang dito kay DMC is of course, medyo malaki yung coverage niya or exposure niya sa properties. And at the same time, yung sentiment over SEC. Dahil, di ba, number one, na-delist. Mali, ayokong gamitin delist. Nawala siya from index. And then, yung earnings niya for the first half is mababa rin. Okay? So, ayun, medyo dun lang diskumpyado or dun lang medyo alanganin. No? Now, kung meron akong hawak na DMC, then I'll just hold. Okay? And then set my cut loss at 385. Okay? 385 is actually this, etong sinunod ko lang MA15 na to. So, let me adjust this. Ayan. 385. And then target is 477. Okay? Now, kung nag-aabang naman, so same thing. 385 and target price 477. Okay? So, ayan. That's my take on DMC. Next up is MWC. Ito si MW, so same thing din siya ng DMC, no? I think last week lang to nilagay ko yung MWC na to dito. Pero as we can see here, the stock is holding etong support line na to, which is an uptrend, no? And that is good. Medyo malapit na siya sa 15 pesos na target price. So hopefully umabot na siya dahil before I thought aabot talaga siya pero for some reason umatras. So nawala. Ayan. Okay? Kung meron kayong hawak na MWC, so just wait. Wait lang kung ano mangyayari sa kanya. Set your cut loss at 1372. Okay? Target is still 15 pesos. Okay? So same thing for those na nag-aabang. 1370 or 1372 ang magandang entry point. Wait for the breakout once again and 14 pesos. Gano'ng kalaki pala ang upside nito, no? Tingnan natin ha. Ay, maliit na lang. Less than 10%. So either wait for ito for the entry lang ha. Either wait na umabot siya ng 13 pesos again, 13 flat para at least mga around 15%, or wait for the breakout na lang since malapit-lapit na rin naman siya. I think ang most likely is most likely na mangyari ang breakout as opposed to bumalik siya ng 13 pesos. Okay? But then again, if that happens, you know what to do. Okay? So, ayan, that's my take on MWC. Next, APX. Okay. Okay. So, kay APX naman, it's registering lower highs ha. So, galing ko to. It's now registering lower highs. That means yung negative bias sa kanya is getting stronger. No? So hopefully makapag-break pa siya diyan. Otherwise, baka umabot nga to ng 135. Okay? So now what to do here? Kung halimbawa may hawak kayong APX and sa baba kayo nakabili, I would be partially selling. Kahit even half of my portfolio. I'll be selling it para at least makakuha ko ng gains naman. Pero if if ipit na kayo, yun yung pinakamahirap na part. If ipit na, then sa akin for simplicity purposes, I'll just cut na lang and then look for another better stock. Okay? So, ayun. Ngayon, kung halimbawa nag-aabang ako kay APX, no? At this time kasi medyo alanganin pa ako talaga sa kanya. Then, most likely, I'll just wait for 132. 135 pala, sorry. Hintayin ko na siya umabot doon. Otherwise, again, breakout. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on APX. FNI. So, I think same ng track itong si FNI, no? Kay NIKL. Oo. So, nakakita tayo ng medyo nagkaroon ng profit selling dito sa part na to. Yun nga lang, at least the good thing about FNI is that itong support line niya na still uptrend is doing well. So, nag-hold pa rin itong support line na to. Saan na lang magtuloy-tuloy. Ibig sabihin magtuloy-tuloy is mag-hold lang itong support na to. Okay? Kasi maganda pa rin naman yung ginagawa niya. Okay? Kung may hawak akong FNI, then nandito ka na rin naman then wait na lang. I'll be setting my cut loss sa 115. Kasi at 115, most likely na-break na itong support line na to. So 115 will be my cut loss and target is 145. Mas medyo maliit na itong 145 na to, di ba? At least from here. Kung let's say from 115, malaki pa pala. Oo nga pala. 26%. Not bad. So, ayun. Hopefully, mag-hold itong, para dun sa mas mga may hawak. Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang kayo, then same thing. Siguro pag nag-aabang, wait for the bounce from 120 naman. Kasi again, ito lang sinusundan ko dyan, itong support line ko na to. Which is at around 120 once na magdire-diretso to. Or kapag in-extend ko siyang ganyan. Tingin ko nasa abot ng 120 yan. At least in the next 3 days. 3 trading days. Okay? So, ayan. Guys, it's already 10. So, I'll just choose siguro dalawang stock na lang. Since na tayo, let's check ha, medyo marami pa. I'll choose FGEN at saka sige, I'll make it 3. SMC, FGEN at saka TEL. Okay. SMC, FGEN, tsaka TEL. Sorry na lang dun sa the rest. Hindi ko na siya kayang i-discuss pa. Okay, FGEN. FGEN has kumbaga, fundamentally, medyo maganda. I would say it's hopefully good karma yung mangyari sa kanya. Ba't FGEN yun? SMC. Tama ba? SMC. Yan, sorry. So, hopefully, good karma mangyari kay SMC. As we know, yung mga recent news, no? So, sabi ni Ramon ang he will be putting more budget, more capex doon sa pagpapatayo ng mga additional hospitals sa province, sa mga provincial areas. I think he mentioned about a 3 to 5 hectare na na hospital and research facility. Parang epidemiology research facility. Hindi ko lang alam kung saan yung part na yun. Was it Bulacan din ba or hindi? But anyways, so ayun, and also tuloy-tuloy yung pagtulong niya dun sa mga employees nila na heavily affected. And then at the same time, may go signal na yung kanilang Bulacan International Airport na plano nilang itayo, and that is budgeted for about $300 million na airport. Okay? So, ayun. I hope good karma mangyari dito kay SMC. Yun nga lang, in terms of the stock, no, sa stock price, kung napapansin natin dito, no, medyo na siya, medyo consolidation. And it's a good thing, ha. Consolidation, guys, is still a good thing. Because consolidation will be your foundation para sa rally. Hopefully, na mangyari sa kanya in the near future. Okay? So, the stock is at the middle, so kind of boring, nasa 100 pesos. No? Kasi ang range niya is at 92 hanggang 110. Pero right now, at 100 pesos, medyo boring na siya, maliit na yung upside. Okay? So, kung may hawak akong SMC, I'll just hold and wait na hopefully umabot siya ng breakout. Otherwise, I'll set my cut loss at 97 at 95. I'll set my cut loss at 95. And then kung nag-aantay naman ako ng magandang entry point, so yeah, I think 95 is still valid. Yun nga lang, gano'ng kalaki na lang siya? 15%? 14? Yeah, 14 is good. So, ayan. Or again, breakout. Mas maganda talaga kung breakout ito. I am really hoping na breakout yung mangyari sa kanya. Okay? Next. So, after SMC, I'll have FGEN. FGEN. Okay. Okay. So, etong si FGEN, I can see some rally. May ginagawa siyang rally dito sa part na to. Minor rally lang naman, came from a bounce from 22 pesos, 22.23 at 22.30, no? And right now it's trading at 25 pesos. Target is 27. Okay? So maganda pa rin naman, yun nga lang, same thing with SMC, halos nasa kalagitnaan na siya ng price range. So, medyo na siya. The upside is not good anymore. Tingnan natin Yeah. Right around 7%. So, hindi na ganun kaganda yung upside niya. Okay? Ayan. Kung may hawak ako, then I'll just wait. Well, hawak ko pa rin yung sa FGEN dahil isa ito sa mga long-term high dividend stock na hawak ko. So, kaya hindi ko siya masyado problema. And kung nag-aabang naman kayo to trade FGEN, siguro the next line will be at around 2350. No? 2350 na yung nakikita ko na next na resist na support niya. 2350. Ito, yung part na yan. Ano yung next na target dito? I think yun na, hindi, ito, meron pa. 31 pesos. Hopefully, hopefully umabot. Ayan. Okay, so yan, that's my take on FGEN. And then last but not the least is TEL. Etong si TEL, maganda yung rally nito since last week, ha? Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ba? Yes, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Okay. Saan ba tayo makakuha ng ano sa kanya? Ayun. Okay. So, etong si TEL is on an uptrend, a healthy uptrend for PLDT. So, good job. Ngayon, ang aabang ako na lang dito is the cut loss point, no? So, cut loss is still at 1,400 flat. And then, at 1,400 flat, ang target ko sa kanya will be at around, let me pull this one up, 1.6. And that is, at least from this one, around 8%, 7% pa pala. So, medyo malapit-lapit na. Okay? Now, kung halimbawa nag-aabang, may hawak akong TEL, then wait lang ako. Kasi mukhang on track naman siya to reach 1,600. Okay? And then, I'll set my cut loss at 1,400. Kung nag-aabang naman ako, then yon, same thing, 1,400. From 1,400, gano'n ba kalaki ang upside? Kasi kung hindi naman gano'n ka, 14%. Not bad. 14% upside. Ayan. Okay? So, yan. That's my take on PLDT TEL. Okay? So, and that ends our weekend stock review for today. Once again, guys, yung recording neto will be posted sa ating YouTube channel. I'll post yung timestamp and stock code para mas madali ninyong mabalikan. Hindi nyo na kailangang iscan yung buong 2 hours na video. Okay? Para mas mapadali na rin sa inyo. Okay? If you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, nasa comment box yung link. Click that and then hit on the subscribe button para mas madali kayong ma-notify once na maipost ko na yung recording nito. Hopefully by tomorrow. Yeah, not hopefully. I'll be posting it by tomorrow. Okay? So, that's it. Once again, guys, maraming salamat for tuning in today. And I hope na maganda ang inyong trade na gagawin this coming week. So, good luck. And thank you for joining. Have a great week ahead. Thank you and bye.